Here we go. Here we go. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe button. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Here we have another crazy story, another crazy story. Atlanta's own Ralo. Ralo's basically saying, you know what? What he always says. You know, he's basically saying, you know what? When I was doing it on a real high level. And, you know, and I'm one of the best to do it. Hear what he had to say. I thought it was crazy.
Details about your operation. I mean, the case is over with. We still don't have to get super detailed, but I just want to get an idea. So were you like the...
So Ralo right now, he's about to break down what he was doing. Have to admit, you know, it's an interesting interview. He's being so honest. He's being so honest.
The El Chapo of Atlanta? Like, what would you compare yourself to?
Now, so Ralo was asked if he would consider himself the El Chapo of Atlanta. You know, these individuals, they look up to individuals who are the most notorious, unproductive individuals, criminals. For some strange reason. I don't know why. I have no idea.
I was just a hustling nigga that goddamn came from nothing and appreciated what I was given, and I just knew I just grabbed the method and it just worked out for me.
Ralo breaking it down. Ralo said he knew, he grabbed the method, just worked out for him. Don't forget, Ralo said he's the El Chapo of Atlanta.
I was able to buy.
I mean, he was, I mean.
A certain amount of coke that paid for my whole re-up, and at the same time, I still had another thing that I was making a lot of money off of, and it just kept working, you smell me? And I just, you know, if it ain't broke, you don't fix it.
If it ain't broken, don't fix it. You know? A lot of these individuals, believe it or not, they will never stop selling drugs or doing unproductive things unless they get caught and they go to jail. That's the only time a lot of these individuals get saved, is when they go behind the bars, believe it or not.
When did you realize that, yo, this shit is different? Like, how much money did you ever make? Like, maybe your first 100,000 or $20,000 a day.
So Ralo's about to break everything down. He's gonna tell you all he made, nothing he paid taxes on. See what Ralo's gonna say about taxes in the interview. I'm gonna see how many times he used that word, taxes.
$100,000 when I was like 18, you smell me? So like, it ain't, my first big money that I really...
So Ralo said he made his first $100,000 when he was 18 years old. That's what he's saying.
This was $850,000. You smell me?
Why that number?
That's when I knew. I was like, okay, oh bitch, I'm getting money. Okay,
but why that number though? Why that number?
Because like I was really hustling, and I think when you really like, you gotta go re-up and you got to put this shit out, then you got bad.
It's crazy. Hear Ralo talking about what he's doing. Ralo, his mother, she's a substance abuser, unfortunately. So you would think that, you know what, Ralo would have said, you know what, I know what the substance did to my mother, to a few of my uncles. I don't want to get involved. But no, he decided to go all in.
So, you know, I just suddenly sat down one day and just went inside the bank, and
hey, what's going on, D Gaines? What's going on? Where you from? Where you from, D Gaines?
And then the beans was getting too small. You know, I bought the biggest safe deposit box in that bitch, and it got full. I'm like, God damn, this bitch I never got full.
So Ralo here talking about his money, talking about crimes. He's not saying he paid any taxes. He's not saying that at all.
So I started saying, okay, I'm gonna get some of these smaller bills and turn them into big bills. Then when I knew that the whole box, because I used to still be scared inside the bank, like, will one of these motherfuckers come in here? Will one of these motherfuckers come in here? So
Don't forget, hit like, subscribe button. Drive, where you want me to drive to? Huh? Where am I driving to? Where am I driving to, huh? Is that a pool noodle? What a name. Where am I driving to?
be like, hurry up and put money in there and shit, and hurry up and put this shit inside the safe deposit box. So when I knew that it was all big bills in this bitch, I said, oh, I need another security box. I need to get another one. That's a big.
Don't forget. I think Ralo be making things up too. Believe it or not.
And this motherfucker. So let me count. And I counted. I had $850,000.
But why take illegal money to the bank though? Why not stash it away, bury it underground or something?
Man, that shit be like a milk. Like
Ralo said he was taking illegal money to the bank. Think about that. Give yourself a treat now. Ralo said he was taking illegal money to the bank. He's going to explain why. I mean, a lot of individuals probably wouldn't even think about that.
I bury my goddamn money. I don't feel comfortable with burying my goddamn money on the ground. I put that shit in the safe deposit box. And I knew nigga had to rob the bank to get this out of there. I ain't no. You fuck around and you need help with this shovel.
I mean, I mean, I mean, Ralo's being watched every time he went back and forth to the safe deposit box. I don't know. Unbelievable.
And the bitch be done be like, oh, I know where he put his money at and rob you, steal your shit. Oh no, I'm putting this shit in the safe deposit box. I got a little key. And
Treat time.
come in and out. This motherfucker when I get ready doing bank hours. So what I did with that 850, I wanted to go find me some more work. That's what I did.
What was the most?
Don't forget, Ralo, he's a Muslim. You would think he wouldn't be so happy about talking about so much crimes, but for some reason he is. Unbelievable.
Money you made in 1 week?
I don't even remember. Son. That shit just coming. It started being normal. Like you don't really think I ain't never compete with myself and how much I need to make. I always competed with, okay, I gotta make sure bro I'm scraped. What I gotta do to make sure my men got somewhere to stay up.
So Ralo said he's basically was committing crimes just to make sure his friends was okay. Think about that. Destroying the community just to make sure his friends are okay. Think about that.
Reliable transportations. One of these niggas motor go out. This nigga need a lawyer. This nigga need a bond. This nigga need, okay, the truck just got busted. I got.
Ralo sound like he's hanging around with nothing but criminals. Just like a lot of these other individuals.
Buy some motion. I gotta get another house trap out. So my brain was never into how much money to make. It was always how to make sure we maintain this empire.
What's going on, Raul Martinez? What's going on? Pool Noodles. What a name. That's a good name right there. Yo, you crazy tag. Crazy team going to get on. Oh, man. What? Oh, man. Motivated Virgil? Where you from?
Keep building.
So you weren't never keeping a track of how much money was being made weekly?
It was never about the money. It was always about making sure
Shit was
people
straight.
was straight. You smell me? Like niggas was going to jail. Niggas was dying. You had to pay for funerals. You had to pay for lawyers. You know.
And I said, Ralo, just like a lot of these other individuals, all they do is hang around fellow criminals, make money to do unproductive things with it. That's it. That's it. That's it. If you don't believe me, remember this guy right here. Remember this guy right here. You guys know who this guy is right here?
Secret. And he was a top, not only an organizer, but a businessman. There's been a lot of recent movies.
No, we're not going to play that one right there. We're not going to play that one right there. Don't forget, hit the like, subscribe button. Unbelievable. Ralo.
What does Big Meech's life tell us about his money and lifestyle?
Crazy. Ralo called himself Ralo Big Meech one time. Or was that Pee Wee Longway? Or was it both of them? I don't know. But Big Meech is free right now. He's free right now. They said when he was out, he used to live a crazy lifestyle. He came out right now. He's a brand new man now. They say he became a good boy.
He overcame. Stay tuned until the end for some jaw-dropping details.
This is about Big Meech right here. Big Meech right here.
Let me give you a little backstory about his life. Demetrius Flannery, better known as Big Meech, was born in Detroit, Michigan. He grew up in a low-income neighborhood.
They said Big Meech was born in Detroit. Big Meech said the reason why the feds came and got him because he never changed his address. He always kept a Detroit address.
Many challenges that shaped his dreams. Along with his younger brother Terry, who would become his business partner, he dropped out of high school and started dealing drugs at a young age.
They said a lot of individuals look up to Big Meech, a high school dropout. Think about it. Think about that. That's why a lot of these individuals end up right behind the bars. Because someone like a Big Meech is who they look up to. Unfortunately, he never graduated high school. He never did.
He began with small operations, but quickly aimed for bigger opportunities. In the early 1990s, Big Meech and Terry moved to Atlanta, Georgia, where they created the Black Mafia family.
And they said Atlanta hasn't been the same since. Since Big Meech and his brother went down there, they started driving all those foreign cars, started making millions of dollars. Other individuals felt like they need to keep up with them. And even up to today's day, individuals like Pee Wee Longway, Pee Wee Big Meech, you know, they're still trying to, you know, trying to live up to that life. I can't talk to... You can't talk to your mother, so you talk to your... Okay, talk to me. Stay 2 miles away from me. So, you know... Okay. Yeah, Detroit, I mean... Detroit hasn't been the same since Big Meech. Atlanta hasn't been the same since Big Meech.
EMF. This organization focused on distributing cocaine and other drugs across the country.
They destroyed families all across the country. Think about it. Think about that. They didn't keep it local. These individuals destroyed families all around the country, and they're proud about it. They even doing interviews about it.
Becoming one of the most infamous drug cartels in the United States. Under his leadership, BMF was known not only for its criminal activities, but also for its flashy lifestyle, which
they said Big Meech used to bring elephants and tigers in the club. You know, just from this, you know, he got all that money from destroying people. Imagine that. You know, he's the only one having fun. Everybody else is being destroyed.
Expensive cars, jewelry, and connections with celebrities. His life has been widely covered in books, documentaries, and TV shows, highlighting his important role in the Black Mafia family.
I mean, they said Big Meech right now, he don't have a Rolex anymore. Only thing he got right now is an ankle bracelet. Imagine that. Which one's better? I don't know.
In 2010, journalist Mara Shalhoub wrote BMF, The Rise and Fall of Big Meech and the Black Mafia Family, which provides a detailed look at the organization. In 2012, he was featured in the documentary series.
Blue Da Vinci said Big Meech ain't right. Blue Da Vinci said he can't trust Big Meech anymore because, you know, he did what he had to do to get some years shaved off. Imagine that. Blue Da Vinci so rude, he's so disrespectful.
American Gangster, which explored the lives of some of America's most infamous criminals. The next year, BET.
I remember Big Meech in an interview one time. He said, you know what? I know what comes along with this life. You know, everybody before me, you know, they did 35 years and better. They did 35 years and better.
Aired BMF, The Rise and Fall of a Hip-Hop Drug Empire, showing how BMF grew within the drug trade and hip-hop culture. He has also been...
Not everybody want to be Big Meech. You heard what Rick Ross said. They want to be Larry Hoover too. They all want to go to jail. They all want to go to jail.
Mentioned in songs by popular hip-hop artists like Jay-Z, Rick Ross, and Young Jeezy. His name has become linked with the flashy lifestyle and excesses of the drug trade.
His name have been linked with individuals going out of their way to make money, put their lives on the line, and throw their money away in the club. That's it. And they keep throwing their money away. They can never save it. So they got to keep staying in that lifestyle, keep doing what they're doing over and over. Then eventually they get caught and then they go to jail. And then they start crying, say they want to get out.
Making him a controversial figure. His story continues to impact discussions about crime, culture, and the consequences of the drug trade in society today.
You have a lot of poor individuals who don't want to work, so they decide to sell drugs for a living. And they're looked up to in the community. Think about that. Lazy individuals, unproductive individuals.
Next up is a tour on his car collection. First on his car collection is the...
They said Big Meech, you know, he had the best of the best. You know, he was making illegal money. You know, that's only, you know, that's one of the things that comes along with making illegal money. You get to drive around with fancy things. But, you know, they never want to do their time. They never want to do that.
Longway changed the rap game in Atlanta behind
Pee Wee Longway. He learned from Big Meech.
and had some big hits too. But then he got caught up in one of the biggest drug busts in history. From discovering Young Thug to allegedly...
See, Pee Wee learned from Big Meech. You know? I don't want to be like Big Meech. He's behind the... Pee Wee's in jail right now like Big Meech. Big Meech just came out, though.
The cartel and facing life in prison. Today we're breaking it all down. In September 2024, news broke that Pee Wee Longway got arrested in one of the biggest drug busts ever. The cops had an investigation.
Pee Wee Big Meech. Pee Wee Big Meech. Instead of Pee Wee doing shows, Pee Wee said, man, it's time to get back to the trapping. That's what he said, they said.
Called Operation Sweet Silence, and they ended up busting over 100 people in the Crips and Zohannan gangs.
They said Pee Wee was hanging around with the Mexicans. They said he was one of the only ones who spoke English all like that. I don't know, that's what I heard. Unbelievable. Don't forget, I'm just talking, that's it.
The investigation had been going on for 2 years, and by the end of it, the cops...
They said they was watching Pee Wee for over 2 years. Imagine that. Unbelievable. They say crime don't pay, but I see them do it, though. I'll be back live in 10 minutes.